On the occasion of Bahrain Sports Day, His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa participated in marine sports, affirming the values of this national day, which promotes a culture of sports as a way of life while reinforcing the values of belonging and pride in national identity. His Majesty's keenness to actively participate in this occasion reflects his firm belief in the importance of sports.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يسعدنا في هذا اليوم الرياضي أن نشارك والأبناء الأعزاء في رياضة البحر. رياضة البحر معروفة لدى أهل البحرين، رياضة شعبية، وأرخبيل البحرين أرخبيل غني بكل الثروات اللي تساعد على الرياضة وتساعد على الحياة وتساعد على الاقتصاد كاللولو والثروة السمكية. فاستطلاع هذه الأمور في المستقبل القريب وتطويرها وتنميتها ما بتكون إلا لصالح البحرين وأهل البحرين بإذن الله. على كل حال، كل عام وانتم بخير، نتمنى لكم التوفيق. شكرا.
This royal participation also reflects His Majesty's keenness to establish a culture of sports among all members of society, encourage citizens and residents to adopt healthy lifestyles, and take advantage of the natural resources that abound in the kingdom, thereby contributing to enhancing the quality of life, spirit of positivity, and national solidarity. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa met with the UAE President His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan at Al-Shati Palace in Abu Dhabi. The meeting took place as part of His Royal Highness's visit to the UAE, where His Royal Highness highlighted the depth of the Bahraini-UAE relations, underpinned by historic cooperation and supported by His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. His Royal Highness emphasized the importance of advancing the strategic partnership between both countries to serve mutual aspirations. His Royal Highness conveyed the greetings of His Majesty the King to His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, along with His Majesty's wishes for the UAE and its people for continued growth and prosperity. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan conveyed his greetings to His Majesty the King, as well as his best wishes for Bahrain and its people for continued growth and prosperity. His Royal Highness and the UAE President exchanged greetings on the upcoming holy month of Ramadan and wished peace upon the Arab and Islamic nations. During the meeting, avenues to further strengthen cooperation between the two countries were discussed, as well as issues of common interest. The Minister of the Prime Minister's Court and Chairman of the Rashid Equestrian and Horse Racing Club High Committee, His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, attended the 19th race of the 2025-26 season held yesterday at the club's race course in Al Rafa Sakhir. The race was held for the Al Sharif Group and Crown Industries Cups, as well as Safra Cup, and was attended by a number of their highnesses and excellencies, along with representatives of the sponsoring entities. The event featured an exciting and highly competitive atmosphere alongside a variety of accompanying entertainment activities. The winners were crowned by the following races winning, with a member of the Royal Rashid Equestrian Horse Racing Club High Committee and Acting Chief Executive Officer Yusuf Osama Bouhiji presenting the Safra Cup to the winning trainer Yusuf Al Bouinain, while Director General of Administrative Affairs at Crown Industries Hood Al-Sabakh presented the second race cup to the winning trainer Paul Smith. Meanwhile, His Highness Sheikh Sultan Ad-Din bin Mohammed bin Salman Al Khalifa received the third race cup from Operations Supervisor at Crown Industries Adil Asiri, while Hassan Ali Al Sharif presented the fourth Race Cup to the winning owner Sayyid Jawad Sayyid Marzouk. Hussein Ali Al Sharaf presented the 8th Race Cup to Abdullah Fawzi Nas, while Muhammad Kamal presented the 5th Race Cup to Nasser Nas. The racing evening featured among competition across the races, with excitement sustained across all the races. In the presence of the Chairman of the Supreme Council of Health, Lieutenant General Dr. Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, and the Minister of Health, Dr. Jalila bin Sayyid Jawad Hassan, the 2nd edition of the Primary Healthcare Centers Conference and Exhibition was launched. The CEO of Primary Healthcare Centers and President of the Primary Healthcare Centers Conference and Exhibition, Dr. Ijlal Al-Alawi, emphasized that the 2nd edition of the conference reflects Bahrain's commitment to strengthening and developing the role of primary healthcare. He noted that the conference provides an effective platform for exchanging experiences and discussing practical solutions that respond to the challenges of modern health systems. The conference and exhibition continue with sessions on women's health and maternity, child health, nursing, physiotherapy and pharmacy, student sessions, emergency care, and quality and innovation. The Minister of Foreign Affairs and Chairman of the National Human Rights Committee, Dr. Abdul Latif Zayani, praised Bahrain's efforts as an active international partner in combating violent extremism and terrorism. On the occasion of the International Day for the Prevention of Violent Extremism as and when conducive to terrorism, which is being celebrated throughout the week, the Minister noted that Bahrain's distinction under the Royal Vision with an integrated system of executive, legislative and judicial measures to combat hatred and violent extremism is in line with international conventions and agreements. He affirmed Bahrain's keenness to consolidate the values of justice and patriotism, promote responsible media freedoms, raise awareness among the youth, and spread a culture of peace within the framework of the various national initiatives. He added that Bahrain, through its non-permanent membership to the UN Security Council for the term 2026-2027, is keen to consolidate international partnership in combating extremism and terrorism, thereby contributing to the consolidation of international peace and security. The Minister urged the international community to respond effectively to the royal call for the adoption of an international convention to criminalize religious, sectarian and hate speech, guided by the principles of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and to call on all religions to promote tolerance. The Minister of Municipalities Affairs and Agriculture, Engineer Wa'el Al-Mubarak, paid a visit to the Dar Ako farming project in the Horat Ali area. The Minister affirmed that the development of the agricultural sector in Bahrain represents one of the vital paths supporting the comprehensive development process led by His Majesty the King, noting the directives of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, which are all aimed at enhancing the food security and achieving sustainable agricultural production. The Minister pointed out that the advanced agricultural projects are a fundamental pillar in supporting the food security and enhancing the sustainability of the agricultural sector in Bahrain. He noted the great support and attention given to the sector by Her Royal Highness, the wife of His Majesty the King, and Chair of the Advisory Council of the National Initiative for Agricultural Development, NIAD, and how this supports and presents a fundamental pillar in developing agricultural initiatives and enhancing their role in achieving national goals related to food security and sustainability. The National Action Charter has contributed to the improvement of the housing sector by supporting sustainable development, enhancing the quality of life, and responding to the citizens' needs for a more secure and stable future. The National Action Charter promoted the rights of Bahraini women through a number of principles and values that guaranteed women equality, justice, and equal opportunities. More details in this report.
The National Action Charter marked a pivotal milestone in Bahrain's journey, laying the foundations for a comprehensive development project based on a royal vision. This vision strengthened the establishment of a state governed by institutions and the rule of law, enshrined the principles of justice, equality, and equal opportunities, and opened broader horizons for Bahraini women's participation in various fields of national development. The Charter is at the heart of the kingdom's comprehensive development renaissance, as Bahraini women have emerged as essential partners in the nation-building process, supported by His Majesty the King, with the follow-up of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. This support has manifested itself in the launch of initiatives that empower women, alongside the role of the Supreme Council for Women, presided over by Her Royal Highness the wife of His Majesty the King. The Council has worked to integrate women's needs into national policies and solidify the principle of equal opportunities through the establishment of specialized committees within government entities. This is demonstrated by their influential role in the legislative branch, their appointment to ministerial portfolios and leadership positions in official bodies, and their distinguished representation of the kingdom in the diplomatic corps, entrepreneurship, banking, medical, and educational sectors, among many more.
The Minister of Information, Dr. Ramzan Al-Naimi, participated in the 22nd session of the Executive Office of the Council of Arab Information Ministers held in Kuwait. The session was chaired by the Minister of State for Communications and Information Technology and Acting Minister of Information and Culture of Kuwait, Omar Al-Omar, in the presence of Arab Information Ministers who are members of the Executive Office and the Assistant Secretary General and Head of the Media and Communication Sector at the Arab League, Ambassador Ahmed Khattabi. The Minister said that Bahrain, under the leadership of His Majesty the King and the follow-up of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, continues to support joint Arab action through enhanced coordination and integration among Arab states, particularly in the media sector. He underlined the importance of building on the outcomes of the session and implementing them through practical measures to strengthen the performance of the Arab media system in light of rapid developments in the media landscape. Minister Al-Naimi emphasized the need to enhance coordination among Arab media institutions, update regulatory and legislative frameworks, and keep pace with the digital developments and artificial intelligence applications to reinforce the role of Arab media at regional and international levels. The Executive Office reviewed a number of agenda items related to issues of shared interest and discussed mechanisms to advance media cooperation at both professional and legislative levels to enhance efficiency and coordination among member states. Bahrain participated in the 52nd session of the Regional Committee of the UN World Tourism Organization held in Kuwait. The meeting reviewed the organization's regional support for the Middle East for the period of 2025-2026, which showed the continued recovery of tourism in the region. Bahrain was among the fastest growing countries in the region during 2025 compared to the previous year, achieving an 11% increase in the number of international visitors, ranking third regionally. The Minister of Tourism, Fatma Sarafi, affirmed that the results reflect the national efforts exerted in developing the sector, highlighting the importance of investing in innovation and artificial intelligence to support sustainable growth, enhance the visitor experience, and consolidate Bahrain's position as a leading regional and international tourist destination. Between January 15th and February the 12th, 26 services were developed in 11 government agencies. This step reflects the ongoing commitment to improve the quality of government services and accelerating the delivery, thereby enhancing institutional efficiency and improving the user experience. As part of the government efforts to enhance and re-engineer the quality of services, the National Health Regulatory Authority has developed a quality improvement plan review service for healthcare institutions. The Chief Executive Officer of the National Health Regulatory Authority, Dr. Ahmed Mohammed Al-Ansari, pointed out that the development of this service comes within the framework of the authority's adoption of innovative solutions that contribute to providing high quality and efficient services. The National Bureau for Revenue praised the positive response from establishments in complying with value-added tax registration and reported that the number of VAT registrants exceeded 27,070 by the end of 2025. The Minister of Information, Dr. Ramzan Al-Naimi, participated in the sports activities organized by the Ministry of Information to celebrate Bahrain Sports Day, with the participation of a number of ministry officials and employees. The minister affirmed that Bahrain Sports Day embodies a pioneering approach that prioritizes human health as the foundation of any sustainable development path. He added that it reflects a firm conviction that spreading a culture of physical activity and promoting healthy practices in society are key pillars in building a more vibrant society capable of continuing its journey of achievement. The Minister of Information said that holding this national event is an extension of the support that the sports sector in Bahrain receives under the patronage of His Majesty the King and the follow-up of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, which has contributed to the achievement of numerous honorable sporting accomplishments at both the regional and international levels. He praised the prominent role played by the representative of His Majesty the King for Humanitarian Works and Youth Affairs and Chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, and the support of the First Deputy Chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports and President of the Bahrain Olympic Committee, His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, in establishing a culture of community sports and enhancing its presence across various sectors. This is achieved through the implementation of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports strategy. This approach culminated in Bahrain being chosen as the capital of the Arab sports culture for 2026. The minister honored a number of accomplished employees in the sports sector of the Ministry of Information, as well as the winners of the day's events.